Crowds flooding Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., venting their fury against the NSA's sweeping surveillance practices. The organisers say it's the largest pro-privacy rally in US history. Let's go there. Artie's Gana Chichikan is amongst the protesters. Hi there, Gayane. What exactly are they asking for here?
Well, Kevin, I have to say that people gathered here on the anniversary of the signing of the Patriot Act 12 years ago. They say that was the day when, in the name of fighting terror, their rights were taken away from them. They're against the trade-off between security and liberty, between security and privacy, and they say it is a false trade-off. Also, people here say that they're tired of lies that the government has been telling to cover up their mass spying. After all, just a year ago, the Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, said no when asked whether the NSA was collecting data on millions of Americans. Edward Snowden's revelations, of course, confirmed that was a lie. The latest I've heard was that just within a month, the NSA spied on more than 124 billion phone calls worldwide. That means that every single person on Earth is facing the risk of being caught up in the NSA dragnet. And the person, Edward Snowden, thanks to whom this protest is happening, is now holed up in Russia, because here in the States, he would sure be in jail by now. And people here say, thank you, Edward Snowden. They say it on their banners, they say it on their jackets. Everywhere, everybody here realizes that this conversation wouldn't be happening if it were not for Edward Snowden.
This is such a huge story unfolding, Guyana, isn't it? In response, they're calling this an historic protest. Well, certainly there are thousands out there behind you, but are they really hoping that the people behind you there are going to listen, end of the day?
How do I know this? Because I offered an amendment. I offered an amendment that simply said...
Well, that's a big question. That's a huge question, Kevin. But what people here want is, what they demand is meaningful, not just a reform. They demand a meaningful surveillance law reform. They came here with a petition with more than 500,000 signatures on it, demanding Congress investigate the NSA spying programs. The Senate Judiciary and Intelligence Committee plan hearings soon, so they want to make sure that their voices are heard. Congress is now divided into those who demand a drastic overhaul of the spying programs and those who suggest a bit more oversight. Now, one of the main messages of this rally is watch the watchers. Some people are asking, is it really possible? Because so far, any light that's been shed on the watchers was through whistleblowers.
Yeah, good point. Garnick, thanks for now. We'll be coming back to you throughout the course of the evening as that rally develops. Now, of course, the NSA has been under fire over its overseas activities as well. Revelations, it's been eavesdropping on key allies, including German Chancellor Angela Merkel, sparked outrage in Europe this last week. And we're getting reports tonight, too, that President Obama told Merkel in a phone conversation that he had no knowledge this was going on. I put that to civil rights activist Richard Becker. He doubts that claim.
The United States, its relationship with other countries is based on this notion of quote-unquote American exceptionalism. And there is, in fact, an American exceptionalism that no other country in the world spies on everybody else, on all other countries, that feels free to intervene in all other countries. And the fact that this has come to light shows the real nature of the relationships, that even among the allies, they are in contention and competition with each other, not to mention the kind of relationship that's carried out against those countries that the United States considers to be its enemies.